Islamic tradition often describes Mecca as a major religious and commercial center long before Islam, a hub of international trade visited by caravans from across the ancient world. But this raises a serious historical question. Why is Mecca absent from pre-Islamic world maps and trade records? The ancient world was not silent about important cities. Greek, Roman, Persian, and South Arabian writers documented trade routes in great detail. They listed cities, ports, caravan stops, and markets that mattered economically. Places like Petra, Palmyra, Damascus, Sana'a, and even much smaller towns appear repeatedly in these records. Yet Mecca does not. There is no clear mention of Mecca in Greek or Roman geographical works. It does not appear in Ptolemy's detailed maps of Arabia. It is missing from Roman trade itineraries. Persian sources are silent. Even South Arabian inscriptions, produced by civilizations deeply involved in incense and caravan trade, do not name Mecca as a major stop. This absence is striking, especially if Mecca was truly a central trade hub connecting Yemen, the Levant, and beyond. Muslims often respond by saying Mecca was known by another name. But this explanation lacks evidence. No alternative name has been conclusively identified in pre-Islamic sources that clearly points to Mecca. When ancient cities changed names, historians can usually trace the transition. With Mecca, that trail is missing. Others argue that Mecca was important religiously, not politically. But even religious centers leave traces, pilgrimage routes, inscriptions, references, or at least acknowledgement by neighboring civilizations. Jerusalem, for example, appears in multiple external sources long before Christianity or Islam dominated the region. Mecca does not. What the evidence suggests instead is that Mecca was a local settlement, not an international trade hub. Its rise to global importance appears to occur after Islam, not before it. Once Mecca became the center of a rapidly expanding empire, its religious and political significance grew dramatically, and so did the stories about its ancient importance. This does not mean Mecca did not exist. It means the claim about its pre-Islamic global prominence lacks supporting evidence. In history, absence is not always proof of non-existence, but consistent absence across multiple independent sources is a serious problem, especially when bold claims are made. So the question is not whether Muslims revere Mecca today. The question is whether the historical record supports the idea of Mecca as a major pre-Islamic trade center. If a city shaped international commerce, history usually remembers it. So why didn't anyone mention Mecca until Islam did? Faith may accept inherited tradition. History asks for records. And asking why Mecca is missing from the maps and trade records